with the SQUA. How y'all doing? How y'all living? It's your boy Amari. We are back with another one. And today, we got an album review for y'all. An album review of H.E.R.'s latest project, Back of My Mind. With the sense of wonder and mysteriousness gone, H.E.R. decided to drop her third full-length project. This one comes after the self-titled debut, H.E.R., and the follow-up, I Used to Know Her. H.E.R. is an enigma, sort of just coming out of nowhere to take over the world with her debut. It really was her smooth vocals, her writing ability, which held tension, emotion, and that fully being realized in songs such as Focus and Best Part with Daniel Caesar. She added to that, however, in her second project, as she began to make waves around the country and around the world, standing up for political issues that she believed in. This best epitomized in the song Lord is Coming with Corday. With all of that being said, this feels like the first fully realized H.E.R. project. And it seems as if the first two projects were just stepping stones, this was the new stage that she had reached after taking those steps. The vocals were beautiful. The vocal quality hasn't gone down from project to project, which is amazing. The production itself was really beautiful. A lot of it seemed to be, that R&B, with the exception of the track she did with Lil Baby, which seemed to be a little bit more hip hop oriented, and the track she did with Corday, which also was more hip hop oriented. It seems as though the production itself was focused more on her instrumentation and her ability to use the guitar. If you've seen her live, you've seen that guitar accompanies her almost every set she does. Overall, I really like the production on the album as a whole. I don't think it really peaked. I don't think it really had any valleys anywhere. It was honestly pretty consistent in my opinion. Trauma, one of my favorite tracks, provides a haunting tale of being stuck in a relationship that ultimately causes nothing but trauma. But you can't get out of it, and so you're stuck. H.E.R., singing somewhat monotone, I guess you could say, provides this droning feeling of going on day after day, unsure of what you need, unsure of what you want, asking yourself, is it worth it? Overall, providing to a great track. Find a Way saw H.E.R. teaming up with Lil Baby, who has been everywhere these days. In the more trap style beat, we saw H.E.R. take up a style of delivery that some would only put adjacent to Lil Baby's rapping style, which I found incredibly interesting. It was something that I personally hadn't seen from H.E.R. before, and I think that, to be honest, it fit rather well. And the execution, it left little to be desired, combining both sides of the track, Lil Baby and H.E.R., into something amazing, and what honestly is another one of my favorite tracks on the project. And then, of course, you have other tracks such as Slide with YG and Come Through with Chris Brown, which were released as singles before the project. And this, in my opinion, just shows her ability to jump in and out of the mainstream at will. You have her on these songs where it's very much so oriented towards the mainstream and the audience, maintaining and building an audience. But then you also have these tracks on the album that are deeply personal and really feel like this is her trying to show her vulnerability. In all honesty, I have yet to enjoy a H.E.R. project as much as I did the debut. Nonetheless, this project still manages to shine through and showcasing her evolution as an artist and a writer, where, in all honesty, I Used to Be H.E.R. kind of ends up forgotten. Overall, I'd give this album a solid 7. It was nothing mind-blowing. It was nothing that blew me out of the water, nothing that I had to absolutely hold on to, but it was definitely worth a listen, definitely worth a replay, and there are definitely tracks on there that I would add to my playlist that I would listen to throughout the day. I would love to know what you guys thought. Drop down to the comments, let's have a discussion about it. Thank y'all for watching, I appreciate this, and I will check y'all next time. I'm gone.